This is the amazing light bar, and isn't it just stunning? So what you want to do is you want to hold down FN and the Alt, and you can basically filter through the different options. Then what you can do is you can customize it even more, and Z controls the speed, so it goes from slow to high. And then what you can do is you can switch the brightness by using the C option. So this filters through how bright it is. And then the X is what switches the color. So if you're looking for a different color, just use X. And then what you can do is you can use the I and S, and that is on the top right here. That basically turns it on and off. And then what you want to do is you can just filter through the different colors, choose it with the RGB, and there you go. It is absolutely amazing. And I really like this. It is so cool. It brings the keyboard to life, and it's stunning. Words can't describe it. I don't know if you guys can see the full effect on screen, but oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is where you can do the RGB effects, and it's just page up just like this. If you do function and delete, it will change the colors. You have the speed options for the left and right. You have the brightness, which you can adjust using the down arrow and then the up arrow to go brighter. So this just gives you a lot of different color options, and you can just customize it the way that you would like. Some build specs are that this is a 65% layout, and it has sound dampening, a metal positioning plate, and a silicone bottom pad. This only weighs 1.76 pounds, and it is an amazing option if you're trying to minimize space on your desk. These keycaps are really interesting because they have a gray at the top and then a white bottom with the legends on the sides. Now, you might be wondering why the legends come on the sides, and this just helps the aesthetic if you don't want to be looking at letters, and it actually helps you to type, because if you're not always looking at your fingers, you can learn how to type faster. So let's actually go into the switches of this keyboard. So let me go ahead and take one out. Now, these are the magnetic jade switches. They are pre-lubed, and the specs will be in the description of this video. The connectivity for this keyboard comes with a basic wire, so it has a USB-C to USB-A. All you have to do is come over here, it's on the side, and you just pop it in just like that, and then this obviously goes into your device. So these have been really popular with some new keyboards, and essentially they just have this little place on the side to put this on, and I've seen a couple designs where there's like the logo or the brand of the keyboard and stuff like that, and I think it just adds some design to it, and it's pretty interesting. This one's just white, but if you have other ones, you can obviously put it there, but like I said, it's just an extra added design feature if you want it. So after reviewing this keyboard and using it for a little bit, here are my thoughts. As far as the visuals of this keyboard, this is definitely a 10 out of 10. This has so many different RGB settings, and it has this light bar, which is absolutely amazing. Now, as far as the build, I really like how it's 65%, as it would just fit nicely on my desk. The only downside to this is it doesn't feel as premium, but that's due to the fact of the keycaps and the switches. But don't worry, you can basically swap them out with any switches or keycaps, and that's the best part. So if you want this really cool design, then I would get it, and then I would just get some additional keycaps and switches. Just pick out whatever you want, and you can basically customize it. So the sounding doesn't sound the best, but that's my personal preference. If you like the way it sounds, you don't have to do anything with it, but I think it's an amazing keyboard. It has some cool accessories as well. So here is the guide if you just wanted to check that out. All of the instructions will also be in the description, but I will say it is a little confusing at first, but once you read it, makes sense. Basically, you have two controls to do the keyboard RGB and then this back. So I want to give huge thanks to WhatGeek for sending me this keyboard. This is going to probably be one of my new favorites as far as looks. So let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Be sure to watch any other keyboard videos I do. And with that, one more look at the back. Happy typing.